Hey guys, so every year I do a holiday look and I am super excited to be partnering with Bobbi Brown for this video. I am going to do a day to night look and this is perfect because I actually have a work lunch to go to, so I'm going to do something a little bit fun and festive and different, and then at night you can just amp it up a little bit, and I'm just going to show you a few techniques and a few of their holiday products, which the one palette I am obsessed with. It is absolutely stunning. And that's kind of what we're gonna do our look based off of. So this is the Bobbi Brown Caviar and Rubies eyeshadow palette. Now this is just the packaging. It has a gorgeous mirror inside. I won't blind you, but all of these shades are stunning. And especially this glittery, it's almost like this pressed glitter pigment. We're gonna play with that. Figured I would just start from base and talk, products and what are good for the holidays. You obviously want everything to last. So I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation Stick. Now I'm in the shade 4.75 Golden Natural. I like to make sure that my skin is really moisturized so that this gives me a really good amount of slip. So I'm just gonna paint a few stripes on. I always start off in the center of my face and then kind of shear it out towards the outer part. But this is a really good shade for me. So I'm going to use the full coverage face brush, which normally I'm not a brush person. I tend to stick to like a sponge, but this is a really nice buffing brush, and it really just works the product into the skin and really buffs it in. Okay, so once you're happy with the coverage, you can go in and start concealing. That's what I like about this thing. You can really pack it on and it can be full coverage if you need it to be, or you can just apply where you need it and buff it out, and it's really sheer. It still looks like skin. It's not super matte. It's not drying in any way. It's really creamy, and it really emulsifies on the skin. Now I'm going to go in with the Bobbi Brown Instant Full Cover Concealer. I spoke about this a couple times already. It really gets in there and just covers my dark circles, and again, it's something I don't need much of. And I'm in the shade Honey, which has a bit of peachiness to it, so it's great when it comes to dark circles, especially here in this inner corner. But I'm going to take my ring finger, and I find that this particular product just works well with fingers. The warmth of your fingers really breaks down the product, and it just looks great. I feel like it instantly takes away those dark circles. So if it's too shiny in certain areas, I'm just going to take a little bit of translucent powder on this sheer powder brush and just kind of dust it down the center of my face, underneath my eyes to kick back that shine, and just around the nose, the tip of the nose. Then I'm going to sculpt the face just a little bit using the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder, and this is in number 1. And what I like about this powder is that there's still just, it doesn't look orange at all. There's some red to it, so it does add color to the skin, but it's like a happy medium in between like a contouring powder and a bronzing shade. So just gonna bring that higher up than what I would normally bring like my contour. I'm gonna apply some on my temples, or around the forehead, along the jawline. Now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to take this matte shade that's right here, and I'm just going to pack that all on my lid using their eyeshadow brush. And it's just this neutral beige, almost like the color of my my shirt. It's like a taupey kind of shade, and that's just gonna knock back any redness I've got going on, because naturally my eyelids are pretty dark as well, and you can see the veins. So next I'm gonna take this almost, it's another taupe, but there's some shimmer to it. So it's this golden brownish kind of shade. And again, I'm gonna concentrate that just on my eyelid. So I'm done with that. Now I'm gonna take my finger because I feel like this goes on a lot better with fingers versus a brush, but it's this pressed pigment shade almost, and really make sure that I like tap off the excess off of my finger. And I'm just gonna push this onto the center of the lid. Really concentrate it on the center, and then you can blend out. And then with your clean finger, if you make too much of a mess, you can just pick it up with a clean finger. Here is where if you need to do something with your eyebrows, you can. If you have fuller eyebrows like I do, just leave them be, brush them up, maybe put some brow gel through them. You don't need to put anything in them. I feel like they just look really pretty if they're just bushy and natural, and just keep it really minimal. Here is where you would put on mascara. I don't think you should wear any type of eyeliner on the waterline unless it was like a neutral color, or if you absolutely have to, then that's fine. That's entirely up to you. But I think just a really simple wash of glitter on the eye like I have it is great. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of blush. This is Bobbi Brown's blush in Berry, and just a touch, like a tad bit, because this is really pigmented, but just to tie it all together. So literally just, and this is in the shade Plum Brandy, and it's this pretty berry color. So what I'm going to do is really concentrate it on the center of my lips. You kind of want to blur out the edges. And just leave that concentrated color towards the center of the lips. I think this is just a more comfortable way to wear a darker lip during the day. You can also take a tissue and just softly wrap it around your finger and blur the edges out that way. So this is look number one. I think it's really fun and festive and simple and really easy to do. I love the glitter effect, especially if it like catches the lights, and the lips are really understated even though it's a really bold color, but I think the way you wear it is pretty simple. So if you wanted to take this look tonight, I'm gonna completely take this off. Now we're going into my favorite part, which is kind of like a smokier eye, I guess. So I'm gonna take the palette and I'm gonna dig into this, like, it's almost like a burgundy, Bordeaux-y kind of shade. I love it. This dark navy blue is beautiful, but I'm gonna stick to my burgundy color shade. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of it, and I'm really tap off the excess here and just concentrate it, kind of push it into the roots of my lashes and really deepen that up, but only concentrate it there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Then I'm going to take a little bit of that Bordeaux color and run it along my lower lash lines just to make that a little bit thicker. And if it gets a little messy, that's not a bad thing. Now, because we're really heavy with the eyes, I'm gonna go back in with that bronzing powder, and I'm gonna really chisel out my cheeks this time. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of Bobbi Brown's Longwear eye pencil, and this is just in a black, and I'm really gonna concentrate it and apply it to the waterline, to both lower and upper waterline, just because you don't want to see any fleshy bits. Guys, I've been using this mascara. It is so good. It is Bobbi Brown's Smoky Eye Mascara, and it just really, it makes your lashes look nice and feathery. It really separates them. I love just a really plain basic brush, and that's what this is. And it's really dark, and it doesn't clump or anything like that, but it still really adds intensity to the lashes. So I'm gonna take some mascara and I'm gonna apply it to both bottom and top, just because I feel like when I can't just do the top. Maybe if it was like a daytime look. Okay, so mascara is on. You can see that the eyes are super intense. Now here is where you can actually, I want to take some of this, the blush that we had on earlier for the daytime look, and I really just want to tone it down. So you can either grab a little bit of the foundation stick and kind of dab it over the cheeks. So I have the shade Bahama Brown, which is this like pinky berry color, and then I have a really browny nude color in the shade Uber Beige. I'm gonna mix the two just so that I get the perfect amount of, I don't want to look super washed out, so just gonna take a little bit of this, the beige shade, and kind of, again, to give it that lived-in look. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of the Bahama Brown and go over that as well, and kind of blend the two together. So that is it for the finished look. I think this is super just simple, easy. It doesn't have to be 50 million steps. You just add a little bit of smokiness, some eyeliner, throw on a nude lip, or you can wear a bold lip if you wanted to with this as well. Eyebrows, for me, I have big bold brows, but if you don't, this is where you would take the time to just fill them in how you normally would. But I would have to say, if you are looking for something to give someone for the holidays or gift something to yourself, I just feel like it has everything that you would need. Warm, cool, neutral, just simple, and you can create whatever look you would like with it. But they also have their highlighting powder in Moon Glow. I wanted to show this to you. It's a really, really gold, intense highlight. It's beautiful, but it's really stark. I can put some on for you just to show you, but it's lovely. It really is. And if you wanted to throw that on too, you absolutely can. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this year's holiday looks. Again, you guys know me, I'm really super simple and I like to keep things a little bit more on the natural side, but it's always fun to play around with glitter and bold lips. It's just, I think your approach to it can be a little bit differently, and you can kind of mute it and tone it down to appeal to just your taste. And I feel like Bobbi Brown's products are really, really well made that you can do those kind of things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And again, a huge thank you to Bobbi Brown for working with me on this video. This is great. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.